We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major. Luis Severino is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I want.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Andrew Velasquez goes down for the first out of the game. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hicks comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Renato Nunez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. John Means gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, it was nice to see. This team hadn't been playing well. They've been on a recent losing streak and able to win their last game. Just relaxes everybody. Let's see if they continue that trend today.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. DJ LeMahieu is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. Luke Voigt stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Here it comes.
Ball, that's out.
Popped him up. Nunez over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. He's clearly got his sights set on the league's top home run spot, given he's picked up the pace in this last month. Might we see him take the crown by the end of the season?
Oh, we might. The way he's swinging the bat right now, every time he knocks the donut off the bat, I think he's going deep, using all parts of the field. Got a chance to hit double-digit homers this month.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike one.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tapia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go in now for the O's. Chad De La Guerra. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Line shot to first, and there's one away. At the plate, Austin Hayes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Anthony Santander waits on deck. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Anthony Santander is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And this will be fouled away. And he fouls this one off. One out and a runner on second base. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that ball.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Oh, a little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways. That time, first pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
Standing in now, Adley Rutschman, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Torres has it. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Now that the 7th.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. But the Orioles strike. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here, down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
They try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, Andrew Velasquez. Fouled away. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Gio Urshela is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Renato Nunez is on deck. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Ready now for Baltimore. Renato Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Urshela, base runner at first with 1 out. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw
just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. Austin Hayes the next to bat. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. Here it is. Anthony Santander is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
This is line to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Throw won't get him.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His
now the designated hitter,
in now, Stevie Wilkerson. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Change up low, 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Here now the 2-2. This one's flared toward left center. Torres ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adley Rutschman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
3 runs already home here. Hard on the ground toward short. Torres scoops it up. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the... And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Santander's got it, and there's 1 away. Next for New York, Mike Ford. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Ford, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He was a first-round pick back in 2017.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So digging in now, Miguel Andujar. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Low for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In there, 1-2 now. Pitch popped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Orioles are on top, 6-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 2 balls and no strikes to Raimel Tapia. Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
In there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
3-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Number 88.
Digging in once again, Andrew Velasquez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Now batting. The third baseman, Gio Urshela.
First pitch on its way. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hicks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Luke Voigt is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 3-2 pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air out towards shallow right. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Line toward the gap in left center. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit. And he is in there.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off, but he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Gary Sanchez is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage. Home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
The right fielder.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And it's fouled away. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Popped him up. Velasquez over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. De La Guerra will put this one away, and the side is retired. Another look at the... All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. This year against right-handed pitching, Nunez has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Now the 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chad De La Guerra. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
The next 0-2. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit Weekly back to the mound, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Austin Hayes. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Torres picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as digging in now for the Yankees, Mike Ford. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. The 2-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Beautiful diving stop. Touché, sir.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Next for the Yankees.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. A hit in 2 tries so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, Luke Voit. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And a ball 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Voit is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. After to Santander, he tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Anthony Santander.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled off. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Zach Britton takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike. Number 53.
Bases are empty here. Nobody out.
Britton.
Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Raimel Tapia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. In the dirt here. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Striding in, Andrew Velasquez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. LeMahieu's got it. Quick throw to Torres to retire the side. Orioles ready.
Yankees.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
To 1-2 now. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 the count. The pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles' first baseman. The 2-1.
Down to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So stepping in, Chad De La Guerra. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. This ball will be chopped foul. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Michael Rooker Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 62, Michael.
Now the pitch. Aaron Hicks is in to start things. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here comes the first pitch. Mike Ford is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Bases are empty here with two men out. 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After three fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia, and that ends the inning. So the ready to Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
First pitch on its way. Ottavino has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty B, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really two good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Anthony Santander will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. He's set. Here it comes. Stevie Wilkerson stands in as he looks at a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. Softly hit to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They hang on to. Chu Min is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 14, Chu Min.
Back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He goes to first. It's there. He got him.
Now back, second base.
Stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. 2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And he chased it in the dirt. Rutschman corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. LeMahieu is retired, 2 down now. In now is the Yankees DH, Luke Voigt. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. Giancarlo Stanton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Deficit holds at 4. It's now back.
Leading off for the Orioles,
Tyler Lyons enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
New York Yankees.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again, 3-2. Slow little grounder left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Raimel Tapia will stand in to try it again as we take you back to the top of inning number 1. Here he was leading off the ball game as he got things off on the right foot with a solo home run. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Velasquez looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Runners on first with 1 down. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Hit out toward second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Torres at the bag. On to first as they get the double play. Paul Fry, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Number 51.
First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Stanton is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
You hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayes has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Now to the plate, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Santander. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's final, 7-3. Out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Means earns the win, his second. Luis Severino allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate.